Hello, I'm Katya and I'm a sonic osteopath. I trained as an osteopath and later on incorporated using my voice to fine-tune adjustments. And the reason I've done that is because I found that a lot of patients had mental and emotional issues. They were holding the body in tension and just working physically was not enough. So then I was inspired to add toning, to add sounds, to add melodies sometimes that I just intuitively hear and then add to my treatments. And it's been fascinating to watch the unfoldment of these deeper tensions. So I am a friend and colleague of Eeshi-Ra, who is an amazing sound healer, and learning about her work with tuning forks really inspired me to just find out the effect of that tuning forks have on the body and how that compares or how that fits in with the cranial sacral work that I do. So I decided to do a little experiment with the 111 Hertz tuning fork, and the perfect patient was a little 3-week-old baby that had gone through a rather rough time because the mother had been in labor for 36 hours and then needed a cesarean section. So you can imagine that the baby was in quite a lot of tension, anxiety, wouldn't sleep properly, had a lot of disturbances in its general rhythm. So when the baby was brought to me, I just felt the movement as well as the internal movement of the cranial sacral rhythm. And when I first felt its pelvis, there was a real sense of agitation in the nervous system as well as a holding. So a level of shock was there. So I decided to, first of all, before doing any treatment, tap the tuning fork and then for the grandmother to hold the tuning fork on the sternum of the little baby. And what was fascinating is that at first I felt a shock in the body. As soon as the tuning fork came onto the sternum, there was a sense of just the body waking up and saying, what's that? So there was a definite shift in the whole rhythm, in the whole agitation and what I could feel in the body. So then I gave the baby treatment and it relaxed beautifully and I achieved a beautiful long rhythm. So the cranial sacral rhythm is literally a physiological movement that starts in the head and then spreads through the whole body. By the end, that rhythm was definitely there and it was like a wave that was moving up and down calmly along the baby's body. So at the end, I decided to use a tuning fork again and see how the body would respond. We tapped it, the grandmother held it on the sternum, and this time there was no change. It was so beautiful to feel the slight vibration of the tuning fork, but to feel that the body was already in tune. So already there was a sense of unity, of balance, that the tuning fork, matched, and both of them were in harmony. So it was a lovely way of confirming that the cranial sacral treatment, that's the aim, to re-establish proper unity, but also the same thing for the 111 Hertz tuning fork. So it was a lot of fun to do this cross experiment, and I hope you felt inspired by this information to also use the tuning forks in your practice.